Hello, I'm Don, and welcome back. We are going to watch Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 9, Yuji versus Higuruma, or Megumi versus that chicken guy. This is the only two options we are getting. And I will stop the yapping. Let's get started. I will say something. I think the JJK fanbase low-key is a little bit ungrateful and complaining a lot on TikTok. I see it because I do TikToks for fun. Obviously, I'm trolling sometimes, but the TikTok fans or the JJK fans are complaining about the show, saying this is not good, this should be like this should be like this, blah 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 blah. Me personally, I think JJK is fire so far, and the last episode with Higuruma was for me one of the best. The Maki episode was slightly better, but for it had no fight, and I thought it was amazing. I don't know what the JJK fans are in. I know it's bad to complain about JJK fans while reacting to JJK and uploading it for JJK fans to watch, but I don't like what they are doing. I will enjoy the show, and I won't complain. Let's continue. Let's skip the intro. Okay. Looks like it will be Higuruma versus ITADORI. Deadly sentencing. That sounds like a trial ability. Nah, he will be too slow. Higuruma looks tough. Ooh. Ooh. They have to play by the domain's rules. Let's see what the rules are. Okay, but seeing that it doesn't allow you to give violence, this is a domain where I think he has to explain how the domain works. Under 18? Oh. Oh, they know about all the crimes. Okay, he gets an evidence. Okay. Oh, he has to win a trial. Okay, I understand how his domain works. Like he's a lawyer, and his problem was that people on the law were doing wrong and abusing the system and lying technically. So his domain counters or strong on his belief. He wants a fair trial. So he gives the person that gets into his domain a fair trial. Like it's Yuji Itadori now. The judgment, that's the Rika thing above him, the Shinigami or whatever, says what the crime is. And he knows every crime. Now, Higuruma knows what the crime is. He gets an evidence, and he has to prove that Yuji is guilty, or Yuji has to prove that he's not guilty. And after that, the domain continues. I hope he doesn't die. No, he won't die. He's the main character. So it will be proven... I will think he will be proven unguilty. Yeah, he is.
その理由として現在の領域に多い一中必殺の必殺の部分を省いていたからだ。領域内の対象に自身の術式を必中変わるあまり領域を構築する条件のハードルが上がり、領域はより高度な技術に、そして使い手が減少した。
Okay. By making the domain more powerful, it also made them harder to create. Yes.
最後にジャッジマンが六法に基づき判決を下す。
どうなんの？
残念ながらその質問に説明責任はない。代わりと言ったと？
裁判なのに？
皆真実を述べるなら裁判は必要ない。
It wouldn't need trials, right?
さあ、言い訳しろ。
What was his excuse?
俺は実際そのパチ屋に行ってるし。
Why did he go?
なんなら勝った気もする。当然。あの証拠の中身。
A picture of him,
これは
probably.
必ずしも君の疑いを確定するものではない。
かなら黙秘か否認でいいわけだ。No!
What is this, a casino?
証拠が入店のみを裏付けるものなら酌量の余地の
Oh yeah, it's a casino.
トイレをね、借りたんですよ。罪。反省。自白して罪が軽くなることにかける。そもそもこの裁判に重い軽いがあんのか
Yuji is not the right player to play this domain. It has to be Megumi because Megumi is way smarter than Yuji. Sorry, I had the light wrong. Megumi is the way smarter player than Yuji, but Yuji is the player that did the least amount of crimes. I'm pretty sure Megumi did way more crimes than Yuji Itadori. So, yeah.
俺はパチンコ店マジベガスに入店したが
He will tell the
急な
truth.
原因でやむを得ずトイレを借りただけだ。
そうか。
触ってる気がする。
He lied.
俺の番だな。
It's a picture of him playing.
これは本件当日マジベガス付近の古物商カメラのキャプチャだ。
Oh, got you. I knew it.
背格好すべて虎杖裕二本人と見てそういないな。入店を認めた今このキャプチャを見る限りトイレ云々は信じるに値しない。やはり
は何罪？
店は明示的に18歳未満の入店を拒否しているから建造物侵入罪だ。刑法130条風営法では未成年自身は処罰されないからな。
ずるだろそんな。どう言い訳しても意味ねえじゃんか。3だったのか。
何を
Tell the truth.
賭博が禁じられている日本ではのみだ。君はただそんな店知らないと容疑を否認すればよかったんだ。いや、判決はまだだったな。
I always say this. People think I'm stupid or blah blah blah. But when you are in court or when you are at the police station and you did something, all you have to do is say, I don't remember. I don't remember. This is the best thing you can do. I don't remember or get a lawyer. But saying stuff never ends well for you because the system is made to punish you for your crime, which is okay. That's how the system is made. But people often go to a trial thinking, yeah, the policeman will support me. The policeman will understand. I just did it for that and that. He understands it. He's a human. Yes, he understands it. But it's his job to give you a crime. It's the job of the lawyer of the other side to give you a punishment. What happens if they don't give you a punishment? For example, you did a crime and you go to prison. You go to prison before they have solved the crime. That's called an, I don't know how it's called in English, but it's for them to work out. For example, there was, someone got killed and then they think you are suspicious, so they took you in and put you in prison so they can do detective work. When you get out of there, when you go to the trial, you have been in the prison for, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks while they were doing their research. If they don't give you a punishment, no matter what, they have to pay you the 3 weeks you were in prison as an innocent person. So the job of the other side is to give you something, even if you're innocent. Like, for example, not helping, but you did this, but you took this without blah 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 blah. So they don't have to pay you back, and that's how the system works on small cases. And on bigger cases, for example, like I said, a murder. I just made an example of a murder, but in the murder case, often they only want to catch the person that did the murder, and they don't care about the innocent, and they let them free, pay them the 3 weeks back. But on the smaller case, that's not the case. Like, for example, here. Yeah. So, all I will say is, if you did something, you don't think it's that bad that you should go in prison or pay a fine, like, for example, parking, or, yeah, you did something fishy, just say, I don't know. That's not legal advice. I was just playing a role. What would I do? But I would never do this. I will always tell the truth. Oh, what did she say? What was his... What happened? What happened? Did Higurama got a power up? It's like... Okay, I think the punishment wasn't that big. What? What did he say? I can't connect. Ooh, the punishment was, I think, that he can use curse energy for some minutes. Because let's be honest, the crime wasn't that big. I think if someone does a really bad crime, like for example Sukuna that killed thousands of people, the punishment would be death. Oh man, I have to read that. Oh, what did he say? Affiliate with the civil criminal classification, you all high met law. Okay, he was him. He was him in lawyer terms. The genius. Yeah, he was Harvey Specter. He was even more talented as a sorcerer. Oh, he's him. Damn! 20 players. Wait, sometimes I get no subtitles. Why? Like here, I got nothing. But so Higurama is him. But Itadori is fighting good for not being able to use a lot of cursed energy or none. Itadori is lucky he's innocent. No, that he didn't do big crime. Oh my god, the subtitles are completely off. I'll do a short break and return to Jujutsu Kaisen to see if it's fixed in some minutes. Okay, I'm back on another source. Let's see if it's working. The animation is tough. And his hammer ability is low-key cool. Longer, wider, disappear, appear. It's a very useful weapon. It's crazy how talented he is. Yeah, he didn't. He's that strong without curse energy. Yeah, he's strong. Yeah, they're cooked. They're cooked. Yeah, because most folks are not like him or Maki. Itadori is an experienced fighter, while Higuruma is a lawyer. You have to think about that. Ooh. And yeah, he's low-key strong. But a random question: can Higuruma put a trial on Sukuna that is inside of Itadori? Yeah. Can he activate his domain? Ooh. Ooh, it works. Oh, but I think if he does something worse now.
認めない限り2回まで裁判のやり直しを請求できる。ジャッジマンがこれを断ることはない。
Yeah, you can't. That's a good technique.
虎杖裕二は2018年10月31日
Ooh.
渋谷にて大量殺人を犯した疑いがある。
That's what Sukuna.
ああ、俺が殺した。これは嘘でも否定でもない。
What?
Guilty! Confiscation! Death penalty!
What?
吉沢さん。
What? But Higuruma is a good lawyer. He will know that something is off. He saw the way Yuji answered. Way too fast. He knows how Yuji acts when he is guilty, because he was guilty of going to the mall. He was nervous and all, but here he was not nervous at all. He was like, yeah, it was me. Basically saying, it's my fault. Higuruma is at heart a good person. Yeah, he's overworked. He's broken. He's now he gets the ability to kill Yuji.
ジャッジマンから課される最も重い罰、火車に処刑人の剣が与えられる。
What does this sword
処
do?
刑人の剣に切られた者は
Dies instantly.
例外なく
Okay,
必
yeah.
ず死に至る。
人の心に寄り添う。それは人の弱さを理解するということだ。
Higuruma won't do it.
被害者の弱さ、加害者の弱さ。毎日毎日毎日。
Higuruma won't
ずっ
kill
と
you.
食傷だった。
そうか。一応理由を聞こうか。
人は皆弱く醜い。
In some form we are.
出世に興味のない自分にはなぜだ。虎杖裕二、なぜ罪を認めた。
Yeah,
ジ
he's
ャッジマン
confused.
から提出された証拠の情報は開封前から術師本人には共有される。
殺してない。なぜだ。なぜ。
Oh, he knows. He knows that he's not guilty. I knew it, Higuruma didn't. I knew it, Higuruma didn't want to kill Yuji.
渋谷での君はスクナに肉体を乗っ取られていた。
なんでスクナのこと。
つまり制御能力がなかった。自発的に制御能力を放棄したわけでもない。つまり
You're not guilty. Yeah.
俺のせいだ。俺が弱いせいだ。
I was too weak. And that's what Higuruma
そう
thinks.
か。
ヒグルマ、なんでさっき術式を解いたんだ？
He's not a monster. To add a rule.
虎杖。自分の意志で人を殺めたことはあるか？
Mahito. I wouldn't call him
ある
someone,
よ。
but yes.
そうか。最悪の気分だったろ。
Yeah, he lied. He lied. He lied when he said it felt good.
他プレイヤーに任意のポイントを譲渡することができる。
Okay,
ここがね、
so now no one has to
俺の
die.
一点を虎杖へ。
かしこまりました。
19日間は術式を剥奪されることはない。達者でな。
That's all. He
これ
won't
から
join
どうす
us.
るつもりだ？あんたさえ良ければ俺たちを手伝ってくれないか？
来る前俺が殺した裁判官と検事のものだ。 結界が開けたら自首でもするかな。それまでは自分が何をすべきか考
They really killed him.
それに君といるとますます自分を嫌いになりそうだ。
He's depressed,
すまな
man.
い。責めたわけじゃないんだ。
Higuruma is a good character, man. He's very
近
good.
々ル
That's very good. I loved this episode, to be honest. I loved it really. I don't have to be honest. I loved this episode. It was beautiful. Animation was good. Story was good. Fight was good. But most of all, Higuruma. He's low-key one of the best character in the show. Yeah. Alongside with Maki and Gojo. I don't think there are many... And Gedo. There are not many characters that are better written than him. And he's only here for like two and a half episodes or so. So he really stole the spotlight. His abilities is crazy good. For most people, he will kill them. Itadori is one of the few that being stripped of your cursed energy is not that bad. Same with Maki, but I don't know. Will he strip off her heavenly restriction for if she was in the trial? What would happen? Because we know Toji and Maki are an exception in the Jujutsu world, so they have special... The technique doesn't work right on them. Or, yeah. Would it work? Would it not? That's my question. But, if he gives a trial to Sukuna... The problem is... No. If he gives a trial to Sukuna and Sukuna gets stripped away from his cursed energy... Yeah, Higuruma won't be able to beat Sukuna because Sukuna is, even without cursed energy, super fast and strong. I know it. I'm pretty sure of it. Otherwise, he wouldn't be Sukuna. I know he would be fast as fuck. Even though, just like Yuji, he would be like Yuji. So, Higuruma won't be able to kill someone like Sukuna if he was guilty, but he would be able to assist in beating someone like Sukuna. Same with Gojo. I think if Gojo gets stripped of his curse technique, he still has curse... Oh, sorry. If someone gets stripped of his curse technique, they can still use cursed energy. So that's why Sukuna would still be strong and fast. On the other hand, Yuji had no cursed technique. That's why he got stripped away from his cursed energy usage. Okay, sorry, I messed up. But if he removes the curse technique from Sukuna, yes, he can do domain, he can do Fuga, he can do slashes and all, but he's still very strong, he's still very fast. The same with Gojo, yes, he can use 6-eye, reverse curse technique and all, but he will be still fast and stronger than most sorcerers. So I think people he can't beat are Yuta, that has a lot of curse energy, Sukuna, Gojo. But I think that's all. I don't think there are other people that have so much cursed energy that they could beat Higuruma if they can't use it anymore. And they have to dodge his sword. One slash and you are dead. So, Yeah, I think that's the only 3 ones that could do it. And Maki and Toji, depending on how the domain works on them, if it even works on them, if it even is able to take something away from them. If it takes the heavenly restriction, what I don't think, then they would lose. But I don't think it will take it away from them, so they would win. So, yeah, that's my power scaling talking. And I will leave it at that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check links in the bio, and I hope I see you guys soon on the next episode of JJK.